So it's like the synchronicities be around me like crazy, right? Whoever seen that movie, The Knowing? I seen that movie, The Knowing. All right, so it's like I guess the way I'm visualizing things, like the way I see stuff, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I get knowledge out of how I see certain things. Like I look at the emotional concept of the reality of what I know, and it starts to get detrimental in the thought. I'm like, yeah, you know why you really they know why they really did this scene, but y'all don't know why they did this scene. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna even go that deep right now. I'm just gonna let y'all see the scene, and then I'm gonna come back and rip that up real quick. All right, check this out.
With some carbon and nitrogen thrown in there.
Excellent. Now, I want you to think about the perfect set of circumstances that put this celestial ball of fire at just the correct distance from our little blue planet for life to evolve, making it possible for you to be sitting here in this riveting lecture. But that's a nice thought, right? Everything has a purpose, an order to it, is determined. But then there's the other side of the argument. The theory of randomness, which says it's all simply coincidence. The very fact we exist is nothing but the result of a complex, yet inevitable string of chemical accidents and biological mutations. There is no grand meaning. There's no purpose.
What about you, Professor Kessler?
What?
Well, what do you believe?
I think shit just happens. But that's me. Class is
Exactly. All right, so if you watch that, right, that little clip, see, what's crazy? What's crazy to me is the two females of color, two females of color with the curly hairs, the Caucasian kid in the back that caught the sun. The way he directed the conversation, how they went from one room to the next. I mean, from one side to the next. All these little things are particular. You know what I'm saying? They make sense. It's a value to it, and people don't understand these values. And if you are understanding this situation, what I was speaking to, and I said something the other day in one of my bills, I was like, some energies try to grab on to the transmute to go to the new world because they can't just go to. It's like if you ain't on that golden ray of light, you don't just go there. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter subsequently whatever happens in your life. Like if you're on that golden ray, you're not gonna really go too far left or right off of that. You're gonna be sub subsequently what they call the chosen people or whatever. So understanding that, understanding that, understanding that you have, understanding that you have these particular energies that may move in between the space of your next reality and your current reality. Like how can demonic energy hold on? Like they sit on your back, right? They hold on to you and then you kind of act that way or you kind of merge into these energies. Well, ultimately when death takes place or somebody that's why it's like sayings when people would say if somebody kills you, you come back as like their child. You know what I'm saying? Or something to that retrospect, or you come back as their slave. Like I heard something like that a long time ago, and I don't even know if that's true, but it's weird that people infringe on your energy that way. And to hear it how he placed it, like he was like, like he didn't feel it was a purpose. He didn't know why he was here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's no purpose. Things are well, it's a purpose for the golden line, the golden ray energy of divinity. Like that's gonna keep going because it extends for eons, forever, infinity. It's gonna constantly keep recreating a new world constantly through refraction. So that's never going to run out. But in order to slow it down or get some control on it would allow you to get on it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you riding a ride and the roller coaster going around, you can't just say, "Hey, put me on." You know what I'm saying? It's going past you, just grab it. Oh, I'm on it, and it just take you. It's not gonna. That's not gonna happen. Rip your arm off. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like, how do I get on this golden road? How do I be a part of it? You even heard it in the Bible where they said, "Soon we will be a part of the we will be. It'll be a new olive branch," and all this other stuff they talk about trying to be connected. That has nothing to do with the divine creations. The divine creation created in all spectrums from its darkest to its lightest spectrum. There is something outside of that that is posing to be a spectrum, and it's not. And when you try to come through the darkness or the mayat or the womb, when you try to come through the belly that protects the shadow, when you try to come through this, the outside of this, you know, how you're meditating, and this is the etheric river. This is mayat. If you try to penetrate into this to go into here, time and space does not work for you. And wherever you're coming from outside of here, trying to get into the new world, everything about you rips off. The skin. If you could have been my brother doing that, you'll come through there with nothing. They say when they fell from a higher place, they lost everything. You was not supposed to go in there. That wasn't for you. That was for the individual condensing that space to create its own world in existence. And everybody can do this within themselves, but people don't know this. So what they do is the evil energies, because they don't know the source energy, they don't know how it replicates, they try to hold on to you. They try to hold on to you and take what you got so they can get into your world and have a free ride. It don't work like that, and it ain't gonna work like that. Y'all be mindful what's really going on. I'm telling you what's really going on. And Divine even says it. It speaks to it. He's like, yo, they came when they fell. Because mind you trying to get through, you getting, when you finally get in, and you falling through this energy that has nothing to do with you because it's purely the condensed individual. Purely that. Everything that you are strips clean. You forget everything. You don't know nothing. You only thing you have is the negative. You left with that. You don't even know why you mad. I'm hungry. Pain. Nothing around me is like me. I don't know why. This atmosphere hurts me. I don't know why. Facts. This is a reality. This is a reality. You weren't supposed to be in the first place. Everybody has their own way to go into their own universe. That's something you got to figure out. I can't tell you that. You have to know your molecular value for that and to understand how it works in a certain process. We all have these processes that work inside of us. I have a universe inside of me, and so do you. Your universe might be full of acid, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just your life. Live yours. Live your world. Focus on your world. Or don't condense your world. Die and become, matter. There's guys that'll sweep that up. You know what I'm saying? Divine creates things for everything. You know what I mean? So ultimately, it's not like you'll be left out. You just go somewhere else. You know what I mean? You'll go somewhere where it's beneficial. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's so many different outlets. And most of the outlets, because people don't know this, they're not getting used. And you're ultimately placing yourself somewhere where you don't even have to be by the energy that you generate. This probably going to go over a lot of people's heads, but I ain't going to hold you. You already know the vibes. NAGA.